Welcome back to Heroes and Whiskey. We are printing our way through the D&D Monster Manual, and today we are printing the Incredible Hulk of the Demon World, the Goristro. The Goristro is 310 hit points of bone-crushing menace, and I think TPK Labs has really nailed it with this guy. I mean, he is absolutely massive. He is probably one of the biggest prints that we have done so far, and TPK that just really did a good job bringing this guy to life. One of the things that I really appreciate is when a monster or a creature has fur, that fur actually gets put into the design. And that's what TPK did here. I know it must be a painstaking process, but I think it really adds to the realism of the piece. This guy would make a great mid-level boss battle, or maybe if you've got a newer party, you could even use him as a final battle and an introduction to the demon world. It's just a really, really well-done figure. So in terms of printing, he printed fine. As you can see, he's huge, and he comes all in one piece. I mean, the base is a separate piece, but the figure is all one piece. And it creates a little bit of a problem when you're trying to deal with the uncured resin, because you hollow it out, but then it becomes very difficult to get the resin out or cure it inside. And I know that this is true with this guy because there is still some uncured resin seeping out of a hole in his butt. So just be aware when you're printing large figures like this, you really need to be careful about where you're putting holes and how you're making sure that all of the resin is being cured. And there's only one minor design thing that I'll point out, and this is, again, very minor, is you can see at the base there's what appears to be some kind of liquid that he's stepping into, and it's splashing up. I don't know if it's supposed to be lava or water or blood. And the water is just, it's not done as well and as detailed as the rest of the figure, and so it gives it a little bit of a cartoonish look. But overall, he looks great and definitely a worthy adversary. If you're looking for Goristros on My Mini Factory, there's really only two. There's this one that we found from TPK Lab. It's just $10, which is a pretty good deal. And then there's this 3-pack from Epic Miniatures. You can buy these guys separately. Also $10, a great deal for 3 figures. It obviously has a little bit more of an Egyptian look to it, and I just really like the kind of hulking, terrifying nature of this one that we found. In terms of size, you can see that it is absolutely massive. The base does give it about a 2 to 3 foot head start, but then you got 20 more feet on top of that. Like I said, this is one of the biggest models that we've printed so far, and it is huge. And that size does add some time onto our process. Like I said, it was only $10, which is a fantastic deal for a figure this big, but it took us 12 and a half hours to print the figure and the base. So we are up to $412 total dollars in 8 days and 7 hours. So if you need a monster to crush the soul out of your party, this Goristro from TPK Lab is fantastic. Next up, we're looking at the Foot Soldiers of the Abyss, the Thru.